Hey guys, welcome back to a episode of Sailing Vessel Sugar Magnolia. This is the first episode we have done in a really long time. Valerie and I have some plans coming up towards the end of the year. We had to replace the batteries in the boat and they were both flat. The battery charger had quit, and so we got that straightened out and fired the boat up, and the I think it's called a heat riser. It's not the exchanger, it's the actual pipe, the exhaust pipe here, right here, that goes down. It's the second part of the exhaust manifold rotted out, and that's what I'm trying to do in this video, is replace this lower manifold. My boss is supposed to be down, my work boss is supposed to be, team lead is supposed to be down. It is cold and wet. I do not know if he made it down to his house this weekend, but we are going to try to get this thing off and hopefully back on and get this fixed. We've got about a week and a half before it needs to be able to move under its own power, so let's get into it. Alright, I don't know if y'all can see where that is. Oh, my hand is in the way. I cannot put a good light on it, but I can see the hole now. I did crawl down in the lazarette last time and felt the hole, felt where it was at, so I'm glad I got the right part. What we've got to do is, there is the pipe going over from the heat riser, or the heat exchanger. This is what the heat exchanger on a Mazda, I mean not Mazda, a Volvo MD2b is. It's running over. That's got to come loose, and I've got two nuts that hold it on the back side and a clamp down at the bottom, and I'm hoping I can get this from the top, because I don't know if y'all can see it. The access for the engine room is back there, and you know, I'm way too big to get in the engine room. So that was what my boss is supposed to be helping me with, is getting out anything that needs to be down in the engine room. So I'm going to get after this. May give him a call and see if he's in the area. I hate to get anybody out in this rain and working, but you know, it is what it is. Look at that. Got to clean the inside of the boat again. I'll talk about the boat a little bit at the end of the video, but we're going to get into this and fix it. Alright guys, I really could have got a better, guys and girls, I could have got a better light than this. If you'll notice, well, besides the mess. Alright, so what we got to do is, I pulled the let me step back a little bit. I'm hooked up to power. I pulled the cluster out, and I need to get some cable ties and neaten this up a little bit. That's going to be a weekend project at some point. But what we've got is, that is the pipe that runs over from the heat riser to the, from the heat exchanger to the heat riser. Or, guys, if I'm getting this wrong, I apologize. That's got to come off. I'm not really worried about those bolts. They look like they're metric bolts. Over on my other channel, which is Ferro Iron and Customs, I talk about how to tell whether a bolt is metric or standard. That one has numbers on it. I don't know if y'all can see that. So those are metric bolts for sure. I'm not worried about those breaking off, because we're replacing that part of the manifold. The ones I'm worried about are the ones that are, can you see those? Can you see what I'm looking at? Right there, that's one, and then there's one down below that. If I can get those two out without it breaking, we're golden, because everything else is being replaced. So let's get on it. I'm gonna get on it. When I get a little more done, I'll come back. Alright guys, it's out. This is the good side actually. I was just going to show you. That is the part number, if I remember correctly. You can punch that number in on a Google search and it'll bring this part up. Now you want to see the ugly. Yeah, she's roached, man. She's done. So I'm gonna look and see what Worst Marine's hours is on Sunday. I want to say it's 10 or 11 o'clock. I'm running around without a shirt on because I had to go down below in the engine compartment. I tried to call my boss and I can't get him on the phone, so he's probably either sleeping in. I would say probably maybe fishing. I don't know. He was talking about fishing this weekend. It's a mighty ugly day. But I'll look up West Marine and I may just kick about for a few minutes. I need to do an oil change on this, and I can get to the oil fill with the dash out, you know. So we're gonna get back on it. Okay folks, I think I'm gonna cut this video here, and this is probably gonna end up being like 3 parts to this. I did get the manifold off. I think I probably told you that I had to pull the come up from the, go down in the lazarette to get in the engine room and get the pipe off down there. The pipe is in such bad shape it needs to be replaced. So I can't get anybody on the phone at West Marine. No big surprise. West Marine in Oriental is not open on Sunday or Monday. No big surprise. You know, sailing capital in North Carolina. There's no point in having the marine store open on a Sunday. So what I'm going to do is I've made the decision. This is 1 3/4 pipe that comes off of the exhaust. It looks like it steps down to a 1 1/2. I think it's a valve in there that keeps the water from coming back up in the engine if your water comes up your exhaust. That's going to have to be dealt with at some point. I'm just going to fix it like they had it fixed. I went ahead and pulled the heat exchanger off of the boat. I'm going to take it home. I'm actually going to take one of these little mounts off, and these should be soldered to the, soldered just like a radiator to the bottom of the pipe. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make a set that has a slot in it where I can put hose clamps on it, because I don't want to solder on that heat exchanger and, you know, risk messing up anything on the inside of it. But I do want to get that cobbled up. Y'all probably saw it earlier in the video where somebody way before we got it had put big cable ties holding it up there. So I want to get that straightened out. I'm going to go ahead and order probably 20 foot of 5/8. It says Shieldflex Marine Wet exhaust hose, and that's what the water system is plumbed in, and I'm going to replace, you know, whatever I can get to fairly easy. I do not want to get into 3 weeks worth of work on this thing. We need to have this thing running next weekend. Like I said, I got about a week and a half before we make our trip. So let's like I said, I'm gonna cut that here. Y'all leave a like and a subscribe. Check out my other channel if you're into cars and stuff. I got another channel, Faro Iron and Customs. I do a little bit of everything over there, mainly working on hot rods and stuff like that, and I build a guitar too here and there, do some blacksmith and stuff. That's just kind of my fun channel. Well, this is my fun channel too. I have like 2 fun channels, but like I said, we're gonna be back. Don't know, more videos than we posted in the last several years. So y'all take care. I'll see y'all on the second part of this. Later.